I'm live. Y'all know what it is. Your Street Knowledge Podcast, man. Checking in. Make sure y'all please hit the like button for me. Please, please hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, man. YouTube been wilding out on my channel. I don't know why. I'm trying to figure it out. Seems like when I talk about Dame Dash, Jay-Z, Oschino, it's always some headaches with my notifications not going out. Why? It's crazy. But a lot going on. Was bored tonight. I really wasn't even gonna come up here tonight because I was tired making moves all day. Excuse me. But I said, let me go up here and see what's going on, talk to my people, because a lot is going on. A lot going on, man. We got Oschino. Saying what Wallo didn't do with his brother, or his brother, sisters, or whatever, allegedly. But we all know nobody ever called Oschino a liar yet. Nobody. Me, personally, I ain't in the wallo, gille, and the Oschino movement, or disagreements or whatever. But I rock with Oschino because of how he move, things he say, real nigga talk. Real, like he just reminds me of myself and the people that I've learned a lot from in the streets growing up. I'm not even talking about, my parents. I'm talking about just street movement, just being real, speak your mind, speak the facts, and let somebody be able to challenge you. Once you're on this internet, there ain't no way in the world you could be up here faking and fronting. Somebody's gonna call you out. I haven't seen it yet. And I'm not saying Oschino or giving Oschino his props because he cool with Dame, I'm cool with Dame. No, I'm just saying, if a brother speaking his mind, call him out. Let him know like he's faking. Excuse me, y'all. I don't know how I just caught the hiccups, man, but yeah. Call him out though. So everybody else can pretty much DJ work today. And what's good? Pretty much call them out. So everybody else can decide, what they want to believe and all that. But nobody called Oschino out yet. And, a lot of things that he stand on is things that I stand on when it comes to, like, women. I'm not beefing over no woman with another man. I'm not sexing my man woman. I don't care where he at. Period. Jail, out of town, not doing none of that. Like a lot of stuff Oschino say just reminds me of myself and from the people that I learned from. That's how you be out here this long. Because when you stand on morals, you'll be out here a long time. If you don't, and you think you're going to be mischievous and be moving around these streets and doing a lot of odd, crazy, suckerish stuff, somebody going to find a way to tell you or to show you better than anything. And homie been around a long time. Still around. Now more than ever, he's up here on all these podcasts speaking his mind, man. Speaking his mind, and he's saying things about people that he grew up with, know about. Nobody called him a liar yet. And, you know, I have to look at those type of things. When you weigh out the things and what you're hearing and seeing, you got to weigh it out. Once again, I'm not in the middle of him, gille and wallo. I'm not. I'm just saying what I see. Period. He still don't wish bad on gille and wallo. He just said he just stating facts of what it is, and I just gotta give props to a brother that's like that, man. A lot of people say he hating, he's negative. If he's negative, then show that he's negative then. Because if he's speaking the truth, then the truth is not negative. The truth is not negative. Wallo hasn't spoke out yet. He said something about gille. He said something after he spoke about Wallo and Wallo brothers, sisters, and all that. Gille hit him up, hit the brother up, and I guess said what he wanted to say to him. And he like, yo, ain't nobody, even if you cool with me, man, if me and my brother got a problem or whatever, don't be talking about or calling my brother to be beefing with him. And I feel the same way. If I go through something with me and my brothers, ain't nobody better not think that they can call my brother. I'll call him. Why would I let you call him? Why would I let you call him? That don't even make sense. Because at the end of the day, even if I'm mad at my brothers and we go back and forth, ain't nobody gonna touch my brothers, period. Nobody. So even if it was my boy, I'm not gonna call his brother for him. I'm gonna tell him that you need to call your brother and talk to him. And if I'm mad about the person who said it, I'm gonna call Oschino and say, yo, bro, why you saying all this? Like, what are you talking about? That's when you know another person ain't telling the truth. And or if he is telling the truth, that's still something that y'all will handle internal. And Oschino been on different platforms and it don't seem like nobody called him. And that's deep. You know why it's deep to me? Because I like Wallo and I like gille. I like what they built. I like where it started, where it came from. I like that. I like that. Because all of us come from the same environment, man. Trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. Them boys are successful, and I love every minute of that. Excuse me. I love every minute of that for them. And Oschino still saying he don't got no bad blood with them. He glad that they successful and they doing their thing. That's another real ninja point on his behalf. Until somebody shows something different about Oschino, then we gotta go that route. Somebody said DOC or Doc been quiet since Cam exposed him. Who was Doc? Doc, DOC? Who was that? Who was that? Explain to me who that is. But Oschino, to me, is showing real grown man movement, speaking his mind, which could still have him into a bunch of drama, fighting. He said he ain't scared of nobody. 0139, the beat. Man, Doc ain't been quiet. They just doing them. There's no need to keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It ain't no paperwork on him that he did anything wrong. The streets already know that. The streets would have said that, so it ain't got nothing to do with none of that. So, and I'm glad him and Cam ain't going back and forth. Hopefully they seen eye to eye or something, because Cam's a great dude, great dude. I hate him and my bro Dame Dash. Is going through what they going through. Because that's two great dudes from Harlem. And I hit Cam up too. I hit Cam and I sent him a text and I made sure I let him know that nobody sent me to, or asked me to send him the text and all that about how him and Dane could put that together. Or get back together as brothers, man. And even if it ain't his brothers, just see eye to eye or something and let this stupidity go with the world seeing them beefing with each other. Because they came, Dame was in position, put Cam back in position. Cam took advantage of it, and now he's in the position that he is right now. Because he's smart, know how to move. Dame knew that when he put him in position, because he knew he wasn't putting a dummy in position. So don't never forget that part. For real. But Doc not quiet because of no camera stuff. It comes a point when you're just a grown man and know I'm not going to keep going back and forth with another grown man about something that's just something that they can handle behind the scenes. They did what they did in front of the camera. Everybody got to see it. It's over. There's no need to keep talking about that. But Oschino found out that his homeboy restaurant got closed down. And him and that dude was going back and forth with each other crazy. And this was another point. Excuse me, y'all. This is another point that I give Oschino for. He said, even though his restaurant got closed down, I still don't wish no bad blood on him. I wish it didn't get closed down. Yeah, I said bad stuff about it and all that. That's because we was going back and forth. But he still gave him his blessings like he wished that didn't happen. But in business, sometimes the majority of all businesses take 2 years. 2 years before it get off the ground, regardless. Period. GT, what up? It take 2 years. So whatever happened with the business, it is what it is. Sometimes you gotta know when to fold. Take your losses, come back and regroup. And you know, basically that's what Oschino was saying. He said he didn't wish that on him, man. He could have been up there, I told you, you was doing all that talking. Yeah, look now. Yeah, your business got closed down, you bum ass. He could have did all of that. Nobody giving him his props. Some people is, a lot of people in the comments from the interview he did, giving him his props. But a lot of people ain't really like showing the real respect factor of his morals. And that's what I look at a man or a woman for, their morals. And that's what we all need to, pay attention to. Morals is all we got out here. So once again, he showed me morals. And I'm always respect a brother like that. Or a sister like that. Not just a man and a woman. Because he could have went in on homie about his restaurant. Things happen. You take losses out here, but it's all about bouncing back. And he ain't throwing him under the bridge with the aha. No, he's like, he don't wish that for him. So it take a lot for a man to say that. It's the same example of telling a person, my bad, when I did wrong. A lot of people don't even know how to say, I'm sorry, I did my bad. Because they still want to be right about something. So when I see a person do that, you gotta give them their props, man. How not? How not? And I'm about to come back and do another joint. We're showing y'all the comments and show y'all the ignorance of people of why we still be on the level we are as black people. Because we love to see the ignorant parts of bull crap instead of the good parts. But I'm going to show the good parts too in the comments that they gave. Oh, a lot of people just say, hey, you bitter because they get money. Wallo and them is getting money. You bitter. He getting his own money. So he ain't bitter about that. It take a smart person to see that ain't what he bitter about. I'm sure Gille and Wallo know it. He ain't bitter about that. Because they smart. They not stupid. They sharp. And they doing what they do. I love every minute of what they doing. For real. I love to see a person come from here to here. But we can't hate on. If a person say something and nobody say nothing back, it make us wonder. Wallo ain't responded yet. Maybe he don't want to respond. Sometimes, no response is better than anything. It's the best response. Because we don't know what the brother might have done. But according to he's like, yes. He's saying that's his brothers too. From another mother and another father, but that's his brothers too. He know more. He said I could say more that could damage or that'd be crazy, but he ain't gonna do all that as well. So let's just let's just be rational thinking people with the situation, man. And I would say it's none of our business, but it's on the internet. So now it is our business. So we can speak on it how we want to speak on it. Facts. Now somebody asking me about the little Durk situation. The little Durk situation is a sticky one. These are a lot of things that the people don't know. That police, feds, regular police, people of power do to us as black men. They lock a bunch of us up, right? They find out who the key players in the whole team and all that. Even though they saying they got evidence, and then now you hear that the evidence that they got, seen Seti Nash joint, The evidence that they got, they said they had, that people was implicating Lil Durk for sending out the hits, sending out text messages, sending out uh, plane tickets to fly people over here. He said all that was fake, and he was there at the trial. He was there at the trial, said that all that was false stuff. See, when they get us down there, they bring a bunch of us down there together, and they want us to cop out. When you sit there long, they want us to start telling. When you start telling, now you're in the crossfire now. Crossfire means you incriminated yourself. So now when they charge you, now it makes it look good for them to accumulate a case. So now it's easier to get in there, harder to get out. The more your boys talk, it's easier for you to get in there. And the more they talk, it's harder for you to still get out. People saying this person telling, this person telling. They saying it's Little Durk telling. We didn't have no real evidence of Little Durk telling nothing. 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 And for him to be going to trial, he can't be telling nothing because really he's the ringleader. So the ringleader, if he was telling something and go to trial, that don't even make sense. That wouldn't even make sense. It's contradictory, and he wouldn't even be, his own lawyers wouldn't defend him, or they'll be just robbing him and getting his money and tell him, yeah, we got to beat because you said this and that, but we're going to get around it. That will all be lies. One thing about a case is telling, witnesses telling, and you telling on yourself. That's not a case to even take to trial. It's a waste of time, a waste of money. A lot of stuff y'all see on this internet, don't believe it. Then they say Durk got a big chance of winning because of things that I guess some of the people that was doing their research found out. So that means Durk ain't telling nothing. And if he's the mastermind behind it, what could he tell? Who could he tell on? Then they want to bring up, he unalived one of the other guys that was supposed to be telling, allegedly, sisters. They trying to bring that involved with it. When you're in the mean streets like New York, LA, Chicago, and all that, no telling what anybody done. Anybody. So that could have came from anywhere. And if there was ops against the guy that people saying allegedly told on Lil Durk, and Lil Durk supposed to unalive his sister allegedly, right there would have been the best move to go ahead and do what they did. So they could put it on Durk and they get away with it. That's just how it goes. And if you thinking all the war moving smoothly, then that's how it goes. But there's no evidence against him as of now that he had that man's sister unalived. Why everybody always want to talk that silly talk when a person is behind them walls? And these are the things when I be telling dudes. I ain't just saying YNs, I'm saying dudes, period. The game is so messed up, you gotta leave it alone. Because once you in there, they switch stuff around, they word it in law terminology that we don't even really, recognize or understand, or how did they come up with this stupid stuff, but they still use it and it make you look bad. That's the more reasons of holding you in there more, because now they saying they got to prove it. So if we let him out and we just learned this about it or about him, he might go on a run. That's what it's all about, man. Straight up trickery, foolery. And like I said a few minutes ago, they want to get everybody down there, 5, 6, 7 people. Hopefully everybody start telling. Hopefully that a person would just go ahead and cop out. And when you cop out, the district attorney or whoever is in charge, the state's attorney, district attorney, federal attorneys, or federal DAs or whatever, they win the case and they can't get a lawsuit and they get a pat on the shoulder for sending people to jail for something that really ain't even true. But they know us. We don't want to sit in jail. See, when you're in the streets, you got to understand how to jail. You got to sit down. You got to chill and wait it out. And if Durk going to trial, he's sitting down and he's waiting it out. I don't see him telling on himself, man. And a lot of stuff that we seeing is for content. To say Lil Durk is telling and da 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 da, then you click on it, you don't see nothing about him really telling. I keep it 1,000 up here. That's why I ain't really add no other content, because a lot of that content, if I add it, it ain't gonna say nothing. Y'all get to see a trial or somebody sitting there, Lil Durk sitting on the stand or in there sitting with his lawyer. And it don't mean nothing. It all means that they really don't have nothing. So a lot of these podcasters are showing this stuff is just to click y'all in to watch. I'm just getting it to you raw. It's impossible that a man would tell on himself. And if all these dudes was telling on him and they really had something on him, he get it in his motion discovery. Motion discovery is, if you go to trial, the DA got to give you everything that they got against you. So you got to watch video footage, pictures, statements that was made, and you would know if you was in those statements. You know, if a person made a statement saying, yeah, we was at the McDonald's or we was at the Waffle House when we sat and talked, and you would know that you was there, that, damn, this guy telling them all that, and he get on the stand, I ain't gonna have no wins. So before I go to trial, you would cop out. So for Durk going to trial, that tells me already he ain't doing no talking. He ain't speaking about nothing. So a lot of the stuff that I be seeing online about Lil Durk might have told, Lil Durk might be telling, dude, like, man, I don't fall for none of that. Or so-and-so telling on Lil Durk. That might be true. But, you know, that don't mean it's true what they telling on him about, and that's why he going to trial. But, like I said, Seti Nash just went to the trial. He said a lot of that stuff. He even said, I had to correct myself. That's what Seti said. He said, I had to correct myself. What I thought wasn't even what it really is. I just heard it for my own self. That's what he said. So it's like, y'all got to be careful what y'all doing out here, man. Thinking these streets is a game. The police got it in a chokehold, and they do what they want to us, especially when you are a superstar, especially when you are a person that's getting a lot of money in your hood, and you are a hood superstar. You're not going to last long. You're not going to last long. And you know, when I come up here and give this type of information, I kind of think that this is why they've been playing with my numbers. Because I give it to y'all real. I give it to y'all raw. Matter of fact, if y'all still up here watching, send me a text, say yes, I'm still watching. Send me a joint, man. a comment say, yeah, I'm still watching. Because so far, like, after a few of my regulars come through, it starts slowing down. And it's been happening a lot lately with this YouTube movement, and I'm not understanding it. I'm not. When all my people be coming, and then I get a DM in my Instagram saying, yo, I haven't been getting the notifications. But I guess because I give y'all the real deal. My numbers slowed up. How? That don't add up. It don't add up. Like right now, nobody sent back nothing. GT, where you at? GTA, where you at? Nothing. Like, come on, YouTube. I'm gonna be right back. And I'm gonna see if somebody send me a comment. I'll be right back. I gotta grab something. I'm coming, y'all. Yeah, I'm back. Once again, I just get it to you real up here. I just speak facts. And I'm not understanding, man. At all. Why my numbers is being played with. When I give y'all the real facts, I guess YouTube don't want me to give the real facts. That's one thing. When it comes to Dame Dash, that's another thing. I don't know. I'm just speaking facts. Speaking about Oschino, another brother that speak facts. But yeah, this goes out to a lot of y'all dudes that's in them streets that has a crew. That crew stuff, having a crew, that's like non and void. Now, having a crew and doing all the right things and making moves together, doing parties, opening up some businesses, that's cool. But when you think that you are out here and riding on your ops and the ops coming riding on y'all, it's never gonna work. It's never gonna work. Now, if the police have to do their job, if y'all committing crimes, then you know that it is what it is. Y'all gotta be prepared to know how to jail. Sit in that jail. Don't think you're going back home to that pretty girl. Don't think you're gonna be right back on the streets if that's what you signed up for. If you gangster and you tough and you out in them streets, know that it's the other side to this. You have to sit down when the police come and get y'all for the things that y'all have done. Even if somebody did something wrong to you, first thing they're gonna say is you should have came to the police. But if you ride and slide for handling your own business and you do get caught up in something and they don't catch you right, don't open your mouth. Be ready to sit there. They might say no bail. They might say $1 million bail. You just gotta be ready to sit. Don't automatically just start turning on your crew, because that's what most black men do. That's what the police know. Start telling back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Now everybody intertwine with something and make it bigger than what it is. Because 9 times out of 10, the police always mess up and don't have the correct information, man. They don't normally have the correct information. And the only way they do get the correct information is because y'all start talking. So if you know you can't deal with that, leave the bull crap alone. Be a real dude to tell your homeboys, man, I can't get involved with this, man. This is a little too much for me. I just gotta be real with you. I don't want to get involved with nothing, and I know I can't handle it. Do that. Don't be no, word, where they at? Oh yeah, word. Word. Oh yeah, we gotta go slide. Oh yeah, you know I got you. Yeah, we don't do no ratting over here. But this, as soon as you get caught, all that goes out the window. Place the vet. What up? All that goes out the window. A lot of y'all be out here faking yourself out like y'all tough and built like that. And even if you got a nice fight game, but you ain't built like that to be in jail. Because jail is mental, psychologically. Like you don't have that. And y'all faking yourself out. Y'all need to chill with the bull crap. Or you're gonna find yourself in there with, like, a little Durk situation, or the Julio Fulio dudes. It's a whole nother conversation. Especially with the light-skinned one, man. His interrogation room footage came out. He in there still acting tough. Until real reality set in, then he started calming down. But then the real reality set in when he was in trial and they've been in jail, locked up for a minute. Now he's with the church or into the church stuff. He wants you to send GoFundMe's. Like somebody did him wrong, you clear as day on camera. He got the ankle monitor on, going all the way in a whole nother state, knowing you on probation. They can monitor where you was at. He the one that brought the whole clan down from his movements, fingerprints, everything. And he was a mama's boy, traveling abroad in other countries with passports and all that. But now he want to, talk that, for the kids. Don't be, don't do what I did. Just all of a sudden, just this good dude, man. But then want people to feel sorry for him and send him money, their hard-earned money. And he done traveled out of town, got Airbnbs, was plotting on how they was going to do it, and then he had a joint like military style, doing it, backing up, doing it, hitting the car up the right way and all that. Like he was this type of dude. He wasn't even this type of dude trying to fit in. And it wasn't even his beef. It was the other dude's beef. And he wanted to fit in, acting like a tough guy. You're not no tough guy, bro. And now you caught up. And now your life is gone, never coming home. Now you're in there for the rest of your life. That ain't even your character. And I'm using him as an example because y'all need to pay attention to what's going on. A lot of y'all out here, if y'all got nephews, little brothers, sons, y'all need to send them this and let them see and understand what I'm talking about. Because it's not a game. It's not a game. Out there living the life of a lie. You are a liar that you are tough. And even if you're not a punk, scared to fight or nothing, you're not built for the street life to do those type of ignorant moves. You're not. And you know you're not. Stop trying to press your friends when you're in the house. You, yes, mom. Okay, dad. Okay, if you live with a father. But majority of the time, it's, I hate to say it, be with the mothers and you act good in front of your mama, but when you go outside and you ain't around mama, you cursing, you what, who, where they at? Oh yeah, let's go get with them. No, let's do this. As soon as you get locked up, you with the sad face, looking crazy. They tell you no bond, you're crying. I done seen so many boys crying, or looking like somebody did something wrong to them. And it's sad. It's sad. That Call of Duty, all those little video games got these dudes thinking they in a video game when they go outside in real life, man. They think when the game ends, they don't die, they don't go to jail, or they die, but they can start the game all over again. In real life, you can't start the game all over again. You either go into jail or you get away with it. But majority of the time, y'all going to jail. Because y'all don't know what y'all doing. Y'all video game thinking, man. There's too many cameras out here now in the world. Y'all didn't grow up knowing about when it wasn't cameras. Now y'all know y'all got cameras out here. Y'all don't believe that the cameras is real, that it showed the police what y'all do. Y'all don't even think that far. And it's crazy. It's very crazy, man. Very crazy, man. If Lil Durk didn't do nothing, what they said he did, man, free Lil Durk. But they saying those text messages and all that stuff was fake and bogus, had nothing to do with him or nothing. This man in jail spending all his money to fight for his life. Because the prosecution want to come up with a narrative of what he might have done or had something to do with that and all that stupidity the way it looks. But you still in jail. You got to fight your way out because they don't want to look crazy amongst their superiors and their peers, meaning the powers that be in the courtroom, the district attorneys and all that. And that's crazy. So yeah, I thought I'd come up here and give y'all a quick shout tonight. But I'll be back. I'm gonna start showing some footage of what I'm talking about so I could point the narrative out to y'all. But I felt that I'll just talk to y'all on some one-on-one because that's what I do. Street knowledge, movement, for real. It's crazy out here, man. Man, I wanted to point a real ninja out, man. Oschino, real ninja. In my book, real ninja. Nothing against Wallo and Gille. I like their show. I like what I see. So, I guess we'll be waiting for a response from Wallo. If not, sometimes no response is the best response. It is what it is. But, a lot of stuff I seen Oschino do, and it just reminds me of me, and I know a real one when I see one, and I look at him as a real one, and it ain't because he's cool with Dame, and Dame is my boy, is my bro. It's nothing to do with none of that. I go off of what I see, and that's just that. I gotta roll with that. So if nobody else don't understand what a real one is, It ain't my fault. Y'all will learn. It is what it is, man.